king's courage. Introducing Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat became king of Judah. He was only 35 years old. He ruled for 25 years. He loved God and followed his ways. Jehoshaphat was a good king. He wanted what was best for his people. He knew that God would help him. He was different from the kings before him. He wanted to lead with God's guidance. This made him a great king. Stronger together, unifying Judah's defenses. King Jehoshaphat faced many threats. Enemies surrounded Judah. He knew he had to make Judah strong. He built fortified cities. He made sure they had supplies. He trained a large army. He didn't just focus on one area. He strengthened defenses throughout Judah. He put troops in every fortified city. Jehoshaphat was a wise king. He prepared for the future. This made Judah safe and strong. A heart for God, reviving faith in the land. Jehoshaphat wanted to bring his people closer to God. He knew that faith was their greatest strength. He sent out teachers and leaders. They traveled throughout Judah. They taught the people about God's laws. The people responded with open hearts. They returned to worshiping God. They turned away from their idols. Jehoshaphat's leadership was driven by faith. He led his people back to God. This brought blessings to Judah. Knowledge is power, sharing God's word. Throughout history, the dissemination of knowledge has always been a cornerstone of societal growth and development. In ancient times, the sharing of God's word was not just a religious act, but a profound cultural and educational endeavor. The scrolls, meticulously written and preserved, were treasures of wisdom and guidance. They were the foundation upon which communities built their values and principles. Jehoshaphat wanted everyone to know God's word. As a king, he understood the immense power that knowledge held. He recognized that for his kingdom to thrive, his people needed to be enlightened and educated. His vision was not limited to the elite or the scholars. He wanted every individual, regardless of their status, to have access to this divine wisdom. He knew that understanding God's law was important. It was not just about reading the words, but comprehending their deeper meanings and implications. He believed that a society grounded in the teachings of God would be more just, compassionate, and resilient. This understanding would foster a sense of unity and purpose among his people. He made sure everyone could learn. Jehoshaphat took concrete steps to ensure that education was accessible to all. He organized community learning sessions where people could come together, discuss, and delve into the scriptures. These gatherings were not just educational, but also social events that strengthened the bonds within the community. He established a system of education. This system was well structured and organized, with designated teachers and scholars who were responsible for imparting knowledge. It was a pioneering effort in creating an educated populace, and it laid the groundwork for future generations to build upon. He wanted everyone to know the scriptures. Jehoshaphat's commitment to education was unwavering. He believed that the scriptures held the answers to many of life's questions and challenges. By ensuring that everyone had access to these sacred texts, he was empowering his people to lead more meaningful and enlightened lives. This was a time of great spiritual growth for Judah. The emphasis on education and the widespread dissemination of God's word led to a spiritual renaissance in the kingdom. People were more connected to their faith, and this connection brought about a sense of peace and purpose. People were eager to learn. The thirst for knowledge was palpable. Men, women, and children alike were enthusiastic about attending the learning sessions. They understood the value of the wisdom being shared and were keen to incorporate it into their daily lives. They studied the scriptures together. These communal study sessions were a testament to the collective spirit of the people. They would gather in groups, discuss the teachings, and help each other understand the deeper meanings. This collaborative approach to learning fostered a strong sense of community and mutual respect. Jehoshaphat's commitment to education was powerful. His dedication to spreading knowledge and wisdom was evident in every aspect of his reign. He was not just a ruler, but a visionary who understood the transformative power of education. He believed in the power of knowledge. Jehoshaphat's belief in the importance of education was unwavering. He knew that an educated populace was the foundation of a strong and prosperous kingdom. His efforts ensured that the people of Judah were well-informed and capable of making wise decisions. This made Judah a nation of faith. The emphasis on education and the widespread dissemination of God's word transformed Judah into a beacon of faith and knowledge. The kingdom thrived under Jehoshaphat's rule, and his legacy of education and enlightenment continued to inspire future generations. Section 5. Respect and riches, the fruits of righteous leadership. Jehoshaphat's leadership brought peace and prosperity. Other nations saw his strength and his faith. They brought him gifts and tribute. They respected his wisdom and his leadership. Judah became a wealthy nation. God blessed Jehoshaphat and his people. They were obedient and faithful. They experienced God's favor in every way. Jehoshaphat's story shows us that following God brings blessings. When we put God first, we are sure to succeed. Section 6. Facing the enemy when alliances go wrong. Even with his strong faith, Jehoshaphat faced challenges. Neighboring nations joined forces against Judah. Jehoshaphat was afraid. He called out to God for help. He knew that God was his only hope. He gathered his people. They prayed and fasted together. They asked God for deliverance from their enemies. This was a test of Jehoshaphat's faith. He had to trust God even when he was afraid. His faith would be rewarded. Section 7. Lessons from Jehoshaphat, wisdom for modern leaders. Jehoshaphat's story offers valuable lessons for us today. He teaches us to lead with courage, faith, and wisdom. Like Jehoshaphat, we should seek God's guidance. We should strive to live according to his principles. Jehoshaphat's legacy inspires us to be better leaders. We can learn from his commitment to God and his people. By following his example, we can make a positive impact. We can lead with integrity, strength, and compassion. Section 8. A legacy of faith, Jehoshaphat's enduring impact. Jehoshaphat's reign was a time of peace, prosperity, and spiritual revival. Under his rule, Judah experienced a golden age where the people thrived both economically and spiritually. His dedication to God and his wise governance brought stability and growth to the kingdom. The land flourished and the people enjoyed a period of unprecedented tranquility. Jehoshaphat's policies and reforms were deeply rooted in his faith, which permeated every aspect of life in Judah. His leadership left a lasting impact on Judah. Jehoshaphat was not just a king, he was a shepherd to his people, guiding them with wisdom and compassion. He fortified the cities, ensuring the safety and security of his kingdom. His military strategies were effective, but he always sought to avoid unnecessary conflict, preferring diplomacy and alliances that would benefit his people. His reign was marked by a sense of unity and purpose as he worked tirelessly to uplift his nation. He is remembered as a righteous king. Jehoshaphat's commitment to justice and righteousness was unwavering. He established a judicial system that was fair and impartial, ensuring that all his subjects received justice. His dedication to God's laws was evident in his every action, and he inspired his people to live righteous lives. His legacy as a just and fair ruler is still celebrated today, and his name is synonymous with integrity and virtue. He sought God's will in all he did. Jehoshaphat's faith was the cornerstone of his reign. He never made a decision without seeking divine guidance, and his prayers were a testament to his deep relationship with God. He led by example, showing his people the importance of faith and devotion. His religious reforms brought about a spiritual awakening in Judah as he encouraged the worship of the true God and eradicated idolatry from the land. His story continues to inspire us today. The lessons from Jehoshaphat's life are timeless, reminding us of the power of faith and righteous leadership. His unwavering commitment to God and his people serves as a model for leaders everywhere. In modern times, his story is studied and revered, offering insights into how faith can guide us through challenges and lead us to prosperity. His life is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the impact it can have on a nation. His commitment to God, his people, and education transformed Judah. Jehoshaphat understood the importance of education and made it a priority during his reign. He established schools and encouraged the study of God's laws, ensuring that his people were not only spiritually enlightened, but also knowledgeable and wise. His efforts in education laid the foundation for a society that valued learning and wisdom. and this focus on education helped Judah to thrive in many areas. He left behind a legacy of faith and righteousness. Jehoshaphat's influence extended far beyond his lifetime. His descendants and the people of Judah continued to benefit from the foundations he laid. His legacy of faith and righteousness became a guiding light for future generations, inspiring them to uphold the values he cherished. His life and reign are a powerful reminder of the impact that one righteous leader can have on an entire nation. Jehoshaphat's story reminds us that true leadership is rooted in faith. His life exemplifies the principle that leadership is not just about power and authority, but about serving others with humility and integrity. His faith was the foundation of his leadership, and it guided him in making decisions that were in the best interest of his people. His story is a powerful example of how faith can shape a leader's actions and bring about positive change. When we put God first, we can overcome any challenge. Jehoshaphat's life teaches us that no obstacle is too great when we have faith. His reliance on God in times of trouble and his unwavering trust in divine guidance allowed him to navigate the challenges of his reign successfully. His story encourages us to put our faith in God, knowing that with his help we can overcome any adversity and achieve greatness. Section 9. Applying ancient wisdom, finding courage and strength today. In our modern world, we often find ourselves overwhelmed by the challenges and uncertainties that life throws our way. It can be difficult to find the strength and courage to face these obstacles head-on. However, by looking back at the stories and lessons from ancient times, we can draw inspiration and guidance for our own lives. We may not face the same threats as Jehoshaphat, who stood against vast armies and insurmountable odds. His story, however, is not just about the physical battles he fought, but also about the internal struggles and the faith he held onto during those trying times. But we can learn from his courage and his trust in God. Jehoshaphat's unwavering faith and his decision to seek divine guidance in moments of crisis serve as a timeless example for us. When faced with our own challenges, whether they be personal, professional, or spiritual, we too can turn to a higher power for strength and direction. When we face challenges, we can turn to God. In moments of doubt and fear, prayer can be a powerful tool to center ourselves and find clarity. It is in these quiet moments of reflection and connection that we can find the courage to move forward. We can seek his guidance through prayer and reading his word. The ancient scriptures are filled with wisdom and lessons that are still relevant today. By immersing ourselves in these texts, we can find answers and insights that help us navigate the complexities of modern life. Like Jehoshaphat, we can lead with integrity and compassion. Leadership is not just about making decisions, it's about guiding others with a sense of purpose and empathy. By embodying these qualities, we can inspire those around us and create a positive impact in our communities. We can make a difference in our world by following God's plan. When we align our actions with a higher purpose, we contribute to the greater good. Our efforts, no matter how small, can ripple out and create meaningful change. Jehoshaphat's story is a powerful reminder. It teaches us that true strength comes not from physical might, but from a deep sense of faith and trust in something greater than ourselves. His journey encourages us to look within and find the resilience we need to face our own battles. No matter what we face, God is with us. This enduring message of hope and support is a beacon of light in our darkest moments. It reassures us that we are never truly alone and that we have the strength to overcome any adversity. He will give us the strength to overcome any obstacle. Just as Jehoshaphat found the courage to lead his people through perilous times, we too can find the fortitude to face our own challenges. By drawing on the wisdom of the past and trusting in a higher power, we can navigate the trials of life with grace and determination.